Yo, this is Alan Fenstermaker here with Pro Wrestling Archives. I'm here with Melina. How are you doing today, Melina?
I'm doing great,
Okay. Now, can you tell the fans right here, what made you decide you wanted to get into the wrestling business?
Oh my goodness. Well, I always loved wrestling, but the thing is I never thought I could actually do it, so it wasn't something I planned to. So I kind of fell into it. So I always watched it, but the plan was to be in the medical field. And one thing led to another. I wanted to do fitness stuff. And my friend at the gym, he said, why don't you go to my school? I was like, you could do training for fitness competitions, but you could go do it at my wrestling school. I'm like, what? I could do it? I see on TV? He's like, yeah, just come to my school. Okay. Started doing it, and I did it as a hobby, did it for training, for conditioning, and got scouted. And I was like, I could really do this? And like, yeah. So I just kept going to school, kept doing stuff, and one thing led to another. Right place, right time, and got a contract.
Awesome. Now, what promotions have you worked for in your time in the business?
Oh my goodness, there's so many that I can't remember all of them. Definitely SWE, MCW, trying to think BCW in Melbourne, Go Wrestling, Sydney, just different places. I just came back from Germany, so there's just different places that I go to. There's so many, but I just get happy no matter where I go.
Yeah, well, what are some of the highlights of your career?
Highlights of my career? Well, of course I'm going to say WWE style, because I'm never thinking that I could ever become a wrestler. That was just so unreal to me that I could actually do this. I treasure every single moment of that. But to be able to be a part of a WrestleMania, that's because that's a big deal. Growing up, you think, seeing that from home, you don't think that you can actually be a part of that, and then once you are, blew my mind completely. And then Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair, Mick Foley, these moments, Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, I watch them on TV, and you don't think you're ever going to have those moments. And when you have those moments and you feel that moment, it's magical. It's just, I'll always remember these moments forever.
Okay, now, you mentioned The Undertaker. What was that like getting to know him backstage?
Oh, unreal for the fact that, one, he's The Undertaker. And then you hear them give you advice and to watch your work, and that's, to me, it's amazing. It's amazing. He's a person that has so much knowledge, and you respect completely.
Now, what matches did you have that stick out to you?
Oh, matches that I love, definitely Trish Stratus, championship moments, that's another thing that's a big deal. I say all these other, working with people, but winning the title for the first time, wow. But I loved working with Ashley Mazzaro. My top 5 is Mickie James, Ashley Mazzaro, the match for WrestleMania, Trish, Michelle McCool, and Beth Phoenix.
Okay. Now, what was that like being with Beth Phoenix and Trish Stratus in WWE?
Well, it's the same level as working with Gail, Kim, and Mickie James. I guess I don't consider Beth is incredible, but Mickey's just as incredible. Gail Kim is just as incredible. So I guess it's weird to say Trish Stratus we've seen for years. I guess when I think of Beth, I'm like, oh. So I was she's incredible, but it's Trish Stratus. You know what I mean? But it's breathtaking. These people that you love, you grew up with, they're your family and your friends, and to be able to make magic with them is a beautiful thing.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to add or plug at all, anything? Or?
No, I mean, I always want to talk to people whenever I get a chance. So when I go to conventions, I want to see everybody before I stop doing the wrestling circuit. But I just always want to tell people thank you for all these years of being a fan, or even if you weren't a fan and you hated me, I still appreciate everything, because that's what we do. We tell a story whether you love or hate us, and thank you for being there. Thank you for loving wrestling, because that's what it's all about. It's about the love of wrestling.
Awesome, and thanks for doing this interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.